Sometimes a single act of kindness can change a life. A young boy stopped to help an old woman cross a busy road, while hundreds ignored her. He didn't know that this one moment of compassion would soon bring cameras, reporters, and a billionaire standing on his doorstep, calling him family. It was late afternoon in Atlanta, traffic roaring, horns blaring, people rushing to beat the red light. Among the chaos stood Tyrone, a 13-year-old boy carrying a worn school backpack, waiting to cross the street after a long day at school. The air smelled of exhaust and rain. Beside him, an elderly woman trembled slightly, clutching her cane, trying to balance a paper bag full of groceries. Her name was Mrs. Eleanor Carter, silver-haired, frail, and visibly struggling. People brushed past her like she was invisible. A cyclist shouted, "Move it, lady!" and swerved around. Her bag tilted. Apples spilled onto the pavement, rolling into the street. Tyrone dropped his backpack immediately and ran forward. "I got it, ma'am." He chased the apples, dodging traffic, and gathered them carefully back into her bag. The old woman looked at him surprised. "Oh, thank you, son. People just walk by these days." Tyrone smiled shyly. "You shouldn't be out here alone, ma'am. Let me help you cross." She hesitated. "Oh, I don't want to bother you." He grinned. "It's no bother, ma'am. My mom says if you can help, you do help." He gently took her bag and offered his arm. The light turned green. Cars slowed. Together, they stepped off the curb, his small frame steadying her trembling hand. Halfway across, she stumbled slightly. Tyrone tightened his grip. "I got you, ma'am. You're okay." They made it to the other side safely. She exhaled in relief. "You're such a gentleman, dear. What's your name?" "Tyrone, ma'am. Tyrone Brooks." She smiled warmly. "Tyrone, you remind me of my son, always helping people no matter what." He looked down modestly. "My mom says we don't need money to be kind." She reached into her coat pocket, fumbling for something. "Please, take this." He shook his head. "No, ma'am. I didn't do it for money." Tears filled her eyes. "The world needs more hearts like yours." He smiled and said, "You have a good day, ma'am," and jogged away, never realizing that her driver had seen everything and filmed it. Tyrone woke up in their small apartment, peeling paint, one room, his mom cooking breakfast on an old stove. His mother, Denise, was a nurse's aide working double shifts just to pay rent. "Eat quick, baby. I gotta run to work." He nodded, grabbed a cereal, and ran off to school. Meanwhile, across town in a mansion surrounded by glass and marble, Daniel Carter, CEO of Carter Global Holdings, sat in his study. His mother, Eleanor, was sitting across from him, smiling as she watched something on her tablet. "Denny," she said softly, "you need to see this." He looked up, irritated. "Mom, I'm in a meeting." "Pause it. Watch this boy." She showed him the video, the one her driver filmed. There was Tyrone, small but brave, helping her across the street while dozens ignored her. Daniel froze. His mother's voice cracked. "You see how he held me? Like he's known kindness all his life. And he didn't even want money." The billionaire stared at the screen in silence. "He helped you?" She nodded. "Yes, and I want to thank him." Within hours, Daniel sent his assistant to find the boy. Tyrone came home from school to find a black limousine parked outside their apartment. His mom frowned. "Tyrone, what did you do?" He stammered. "Nothing, Mama, I swear." A man in a suit stepped out. "Mrs. Brooks, my name's Henry. Mr. Daniel Carter would like to meet your son." Denise blinked in shock. "Carter? As in Carter Global?" The man nodded. "Yes, ma'am. His mother was the woman your son helped the other day." Within an hour, Tyrone and his mother were seated inside the billionaire's mansion. The vast hall shimmered with marble floors, gold railings, and framed awards. Eleanor came forward smiling, warmly. "There's my hero." He blushed. "Ma'am, I just helped you cross the road." She knelt down, touching his cheek. You helped me more than you know. Daniel approached, tall, commanding, but visibly emotional. Tyrone, I'm Daniel Carter. My mother means the world to me. What you did, you reminded me what real humanity looks like. He gestured for them to sit. Tell me about yourself. Denise hesitated. We're just trying to get by, sir. Tyrone's a good kid. He helps everyone. I'm proud of him. Daniel listened intently. Then he smiled at Tyrone. You ever thought about what you want to be when you grow up? Tyrone grinned. An engineer, sir. I like building stuff, but college costs a lot. Daniel looked at his mother, then back at him. What if I told you your tuition is taken care of? Denise's eyes widened. Sir, that's too much. He raised a hand. No, ma'am. Your son's kindness deserves it. My mother was crossing that street because she wanted to visit the community library, the same one I'm now funding in Tyrone's name. Tyrone froze. In my name? Daniel smiled. The Tyrone Brooks Community Learning Center, opening next month. Eleanor clasped his hand. You turned a simple act into something the whole city will remember. Reporters flooded the streets as cameras captured the grand opening. The new learning center gleamed. Bright red ribbon across the entrance, children gathered around. Daniel Carter stood beside Tyrone and his mom. This boy didn't wait for someone richer, older, or stronger to help. He acted, and that's the spirit we want our city to have. Crowds clapped. Eleanor wiped her eyes proudly. Tyrone cut the ribbon with his little hands. Flash bulbs exploded. After the ceremony, Daniel knelt beside him. You know, Tyrone, my father passed before I could show him what I've built. But watching you reminds me, the greatest success isn't money, it's character. Tyrone smiled softly. My mom says the same thing. Daniel chuckled. Then your mom is a wise woman. Denise watched from a few steps away, tears welling up. For the first time, she didn't have to worry about tomorrow. Tyrone grew up under Daniel's mentorship. He studied engineering, graduated with honors, and came back to the same neighborhood, this time as director of youth development for the Carter Foundation. One afternoon, he stood outside the center watching new kids play, just as Eleanor walked up behind him, older now, but smiling proudly. You've done good, son. She turned, smiling. Couldn't have done it without you. She laughed softly. Oh no, you were already special. We just made sure the world saw it. They looked out at the playground, where another young boy was helping an old woman pick up groceries. Tyrone smiled faintly. Full circle, huh? Eleanor nodded. That's how kindness works. It always comes back. And under the setting sun, Tyrone finally realized something. Helping her that day hadn't been fate, it had been purpose.
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.